Your Volkswagen may be able to vent its windows before you get in, move its wipers for blade replacement, or change which doors unlock first. Many owners never use these functions because availability and controls vary sharply by generation. What works on a 2025 Atlas may not exist on an older Golf, and an ID.4 can use completely different switches. These 12 factory functions are genuinely useful, but only when you confirm them for your exact model, year, trim and market. 1. Key fob window ventilation. Many drivers stand outside their hot Volkswagen on summer days, wishing they had cracked the windows before locking up. Supported models allow you to lower the windows remotely using the key fob, providing ventilation before you enter the cabin. The current Atlas guide, for example, describes pressing and holding unlock to open the windows. Release the button when you want them to stop. This function does not work on every model, trim, market, or software configuration, so test it while standing beside the vehicle. Do not assume the same fob command will close the glass. Supported Kessi vehicles can instead provide comfort closing from the exterior door handle sensor. Keep the car in sight, check the weather, and make sure nobody can reach through the moving openings. Used within those limits, remote ventilation can remove some of the hottest trapped cabin air before the climate system starts working. 2. Kessi handle closing command. While opening windows remotely is convenient, securing an open sunroof or window when you are already walking away requires a different approach. Vehicles equipped with Kessi keyless access often include a feature that closes all open glass surfaces by touching the locking sensor on the exterior door handle. If you realize you left the sunroof cracked open after parking, simply touch and hold the ridged sensor area on the driver or front passenger door handle. The windows and sunroof will rise automatically as long as you maintain contact with the sensor. This prevents rain from entering your cabin if the weather turns suddenly after you have exited the vehicle. Not all Kessi systems support this global closing function, and some markets disable it due to local safety regulations regarding entrapment risks. Always ensure no passengers or pets are near moving glass before activating this command. Consult your specific model year manual to confirm if your door handles transmit this close signal or merely lock the doors. 3. Customizable door unlocking patterns. Safety and convenience often conflict when deciding how your Volkswagen should behave when you approach it at night. Factory settings frequently default to unlocking all doors with a single press of the key fob or touch of the handle, which can be undesirable in certain environments. Many supported Volkswagen models allow you to reprogram this behavior through the infotainment system or instrument cluster menu. You can configure the vehicle to unlock only the driver door on the first press, requiring a second press to release the remaining doors. Some systems even offer a vehicle side unlock mode that releases both front doors while keeping the rear locks engaged. This customization is particularly useful for rideshare drivers or parents who need to control passenger access precisely. Changing this setting does not require coding tools or dealership visits on most modern units. Navigate to your vehicle settings menu, locate the central locking options, and select the pattern that matches your daily security needs. 4. Factory remote start. Execution. Starting your vehicle from inside a warm building during winter adds comfort, but the procedure varies by model and region. On a supported 2025 Atlas with factory remote start, Volkswagen describes pressing lock once and then pressing the remote start button twice. The vehicle must meet its operating conditions before it will start. That example is not permission to use the same sequence on every Jetta, Daus, Tiguan or older Volkswagen. The dedicated button, factory equipment, model year guide and local rules all matter. If the command fails, do not try improvised button combinations or assume a fault exists. Check the vehicle status, confirm that the hood and doors are properly closed, and read the exact quick start guide or owner's manual. Factory remote start is also a convenience feature, not a better way to warm an engine for several minutes. Start it only when useful, then drive gently once visibility and cabin conditions are safe. Our channel data shows more than 80% of people watching are not subscribed, so please subscribe now to unlock smarter Volkswagen ownership tips and avoid missing critical updates. Subscribing ensures you get direct access to model-specific guides that help you maintain your vehicle correctly and safely. 5. Wiper service position activation. Replacing wiper blades seems simple until you realize the arms on modern Volkswagens sit flush against the hood when parked, making removal impossible without damaging the paint or the wiper motor. Supported vehicles include a service position mode that lifts the wipers away from the windshield for easy maintenance. The procedure typically involves turning the ignition off and then briefly moving the wiper stalk down within a few seconds. The wipers will move to a vertical position and stay there until you start the engine or manually return them. Do not force the arms up by hand while they are in the normal parked position, as this can bend the linkage or strip the gears. This feature is common on Golf, Jetta and Tiguan models, but may differ on older generations or specific market variants. If your wipers do not move after trying the standard sequence, consult your manual before applying physical force. Proper use of this mode ensures you can change blades quickly without scratching your hood or breaking components. 6. Rain-sensing wiper sensitivity. Automatic wipers can feel too eager or too slow when the sensitivity setting does not match the rain. On supported Volkswagens, a control on the wiper stalk adjusts how strongly the rain sensor reacts to moisture on the windshield. Moving it toward the more sensitive setting can prompt earlier wiping in light rain, while moving it the other way delays the response. The exact markings and control logic differ, so use the wiper section of the manual rather than guessing. The sensor also needs a clear view through the glass. Dirt, residue, ice, or a poorly cleaned area around the mirror can make automatic behavior inconsistent. Fine-tuning the setting can keep your view clear with less manual correction, but it never replaces the driver's judgment. Turn automatic operation off before working around frozen blades, and do not let the system fight heavy ice or packed snow. 7. Reverse-triggered rear wiper logic. Keeping your rear view clear is essential for safe backing maneuvers, especially in rain or snow. But manually hunting for the rear wiper switch can be distracting. On supported Taos and certain SUV models, the vehicle automatically triggers the rear wiper when you shift into reverse if the front wipers are currently active. This intelligent linkage ensures your rear camera lens and glass are wiped clean exactly when you need to see behind you. If your front wipers are off, the rear wiper typically remains idle until you manually activate it or encounter heavy wash cycles. This feature can clear the rear glass at a useful moment, but it does not guarantee visibility and never replaces a direct check around the vehicle. Not all Volkswagen SUVs share this logic. Some require a dedicated button press regardless of front wiper status. Test this function in a safe environment to understand how your specific model behaves. Relying on this automation reduces cognitive load when navigating tight parking spots or busy driveways in adverse weather. Always verify your rear washer fluid level, since a dry system renders the automatic wipe less effective. 8. Rear camera washer functionality. A muddy rear camera can make the backup display difficult to use, even when the parking sensors are working normally. On supported vehicles, rear window washer operation also cleans the rear camera. Volkswagen documents that behavior on certain DAOs models, where one washer command can improve both the glass view and the camera image. The function is tied to the installed hardware, so do not assume every hatchback or SUV has a camera washer. Operate the rear washer exactly as the model guide describes and watch the screen to see whether the lens clears. If the image stays cloudy, stop repeating the command and inspect the lens safely after parking. Dried road film may need gentle cleaning by hand, while a distorted or blank image can point to damage or an electrical problem. Use suitable washer fluid for the temperature and never treat a clean camera as a replacement for mirrors and a direct check around the vehicle. 9. Digital cockpit view customization. The digital cockpit in modern Volkswagens offers far more than just a speedometer, yet many owners leave it in the default navigation or basic view forever. You can fully customize what data appears in front of you, prioritizing information that matters most to your driving style. Through the steering wheel controls or the main infotainment screen, you can select views that highlight turn-by-turn directions, media tracks, driver assist status, or performance gauges like boost pressure and torque distribution. For Golf R or G-Type owners, the Sport View provides essential telemetry, while daily commuters might prefer the Minimalist Assistant View showing travel assist status. This customization reduces eye strain by placing critical alerts directly in your line of sight rather than forcing you to glance at the center screen. Save your preferred layouts to user profiles if your vehicle supports multiple driver keys. Experiment with different configurations to find the balance that keeps you informed without cluttering your vision. Remember that software updates can occasionally reset these preferences, so periodic checks ensure your setup remains optimal. 10. Travel Assist following distance control. Travel Assist combines adaptive cruise control and lane centering to reduce fatigue on long drives, but its effectiveness hinges on proper following distance calibration. Many drivers accept the default gap setting without realizing they can adjust it to match traffic density or personal comfort levels. Using the buttons on the steering wheel, you can cycle through several distance stages represented by bars or car icons on your instrument cluster. A shorter gap helps prevent cut-ins in heavy highway traffic, while a longer setting provides more reaction time in wet conditions or at higher speeds. These systems are designed to assist, not replace, your attention. So always keep your hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. The system may disengage if it detects insufficient driver input or conflicting sensor data. Adjusting the following distance dynamically based on weather and traffic flow maximizes the benefit of IQ.Drive technologies. Refer to your manual for the specific button locations on your model, as layouts differ between the Atlas, ID4, and sedan lines. 11. MyVW Vehicle Status and Alerts. The MyVW app extends your connection to the vehicle beyond the key fob, offering remote diagnostics and status checks from anywhere with cellular coverage. Supported vehicles can report door and window status, fuel or charge levels, odometer readings, and even the last parked location directly to your smartphone. You can also receive alerts for curfew violations, speed warnings, or geometric fencing boundaries if you manage a family vehicle. Remote start, lock, and unlock commands are available through the app, provided your connected services plan is active and cellular signal is strong. This digital tether is invaluable for verifying you locked the car after leaving home or checking if someone left a window open during a storm. Subscription terms, model year, and equipment levels dictate which features are accessible, so review your account details regularly. Ensure your vehicle is parked in an area with adequate reception for reliable data transmission. Use this tool to maintain oversight of your vehicle health and security without needing to physically inspect it constantly. 12. ID4 Rear Window Switch Mode. The ID.4 introduces a unique window control scheme that confuses many new electric vehicle owners until they discover the rear selector switch. Unlike traditional cars with 4 dedicated switches, the ID.4 driver door features 2 window buttons and a rear toggle switch. By default, the buttons control the front windows, but holding the rear switch allows those same buttons to operate the rear windows instead. Even more uniquely, holding the rear switch while pressing a window button can move both the front and rear windows on that side simultaneously. This design saves space on the door panel but requires a deliberate learning curve for smooth operation. Do not attempt to apply this logic to other Volkswagen models like the Tiguan or Jetta, as they retain conventional 4 switch arrays. Mastering this toggle mechanism eliminates the frustration of accidentally rolling down the wrong window while passengers are adjusting their climate. Practice the sequence in a stationary environment to build muscle memory before driving. Your manual contains detailed diagrams explaining this specific interaction for the ID.4 platform. Mastering these 12 functions transforms your daily interaction with your Volkswagen from passive operation to active management. Each feature discussed relies on specific hardware and software configurations unique to your model, trim, and market. Always prioritize the instructions in your official owner manual over general advice found online, as engineering details change frequently between model years. Safe driving requires full attention, so program these settings only when parked. Enjoy the enhanced convenience and safety these hidden tools provide.